Hi guys, it's your girl Naya. Sorry, I'm experimenting with a ring light, so you'll probably see the reflection in my eyes. But I am sorry that I haven't done a video in a while. I know a lot of people are mad. I'm sorry. But in this video, I want to talk about what happened on June 23rd, XLH Awareness Day. Myself and some other XLHers, we actually advocated on Capitol Hill, virtually of course, for some things that we want to get passed or bring awareness to. And so that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm from Texas, so I personally talked to a couple of representatives, aides in Texas, and what we actually talked about or brought or tried to get support for, there were a couple of them, but I'm actually just gonna kind of summarize what we were talking about and trying to bring awareness for. So the first one is the Ensuring Lasting Smiles Act. And what this is basically it would require insurances, whether it's like PPO, HMO, all of that, to cover like medically necessary things that are needed to be repaired, whether it's due to our XLH or other congenital disorders. And as you know, with XLH, it affects our teeth. So this would help cover services and like root canals, or we have like a bunch of abscesses and stuff like that. So this would basically help cover the out-of-pocket expenses that we go through. Like with me personally, I know that just this year alone, it's like the end of July, I've spent like about $10,000 out of pocket on dental things. Like if you can tell, I have a bridge and I've had 8 root canals, give or take. I completely forgot. Like I lost count like after 5. So back to the ELSA Act. It basically would make the insurances cover anything that is not covered that we need repaired. I know I'm kind of like repeating that, but that is pretty much what that would cover. With the ELSA Act, or just with insurances in general, they don't want to cover. I know with me personally, I have Medicaid and Medicare, and yeah, they don't want to cover anything dental related at all. So this would help with that. And for the XLH, like I said, it would cover with that, but it's not only for XLH, it's other congenital abnormalities like cleft palates and everything. It would help with that. And so that's what I actually, this is one of the ones that I brought up to all of the representative aides that I talked to, because obviously it's something that's very important to us XLHers, and that was like a big one. So with the ELSA Act, I'm like reading off a paper, that's why I keep looking down. It will ensure that group and individual health plans do not deny or delay medically necessary treatments of congenital anomalies, therefore improving the health of countless Americans. That is one of the biggest things that I advocated. I'm not sure what everybody else advocated in their states or to their representatives, but this one was one that was like a big one that I did. And this is actually a bill. So if I get any more information on this, I will let you know. But as of right now, in the 116th Congress, it gains strong bipartisan support from 53 Senate co-sponsors, 313 U.S. House co-sponsors, and it passed the House Energy and Commerce Committee. So as of right now, if there is anything else that comes with part of this, I will definitely let you all know. I will try to be more vigilant in doing my videos. Total side note, I have come to realize how much these videos actually help people and educate others and people actually will go and they'll find me through my YouTube. And I just want to say thank you for everyone who does watch them and supports me and asks questions and asks me to do videos, because that's why I do this. I just want to help anyone and everyone that I can. So thank you. But moving on. The other thing that was discussed on Capitol Hill was the Copays Act. It basically, as a summary, it was helping with the insurance, helping them to pay for the out-of-pocket costs that we would normally have. And like, let's say those out-of-pocket costs don't go towards your deductible for your insurance, or because it's a pre-existing condition, or there are certain stipulations for insurances. What this would do would help go to that. Like, it would help meet your deductible. It would help get things covered faster. And people that have like serious and like chronic health conditions, like not only XLH, but like even arthritis or asthma, other things like that, we have a lot of expenses that come up. Like I just talked about with the ELSA Act, we have a lot of expenses that require money. And so the deductibles are like super high, like you have to pay like 40%, or whether it be for surgery or whether it be for medicine or anything like that. So like a lot of companies have the caps or the CAAPs, and under that, insurers have disallowed copay assistance from counting towards a patient's annual deductible or out-of-pocket maximum. I'm reading off the sheet there to try to clarify what I meant. And with the Help Copays Act, looping back, basically what it does is it helps go towards anything that would help us meet our deductible, lower the costs, and get the things that we need at a lower cost, or have things go towards meeting our deductible and having things covered faster and more efficiently, if that makes sense. I know that this is like a bunch of legislative and informative information. It's not like my other videos, but some did ask for me to do a video about this because they just want to know what we were actually advocating for. It was not only XLH in general, because yes, it was mostly in part educating about XLH and the rarity of XLH and what we go through. It was also trying to bring awareness and get help with the financial aspect of having a rare disease and the financial struggles that we go through. So that's what these, at least the last two, were mostly about. The Help Copays Act and the ELSA Act. ELSA was more primarily towards like dental care, but it does cover other abnormalities, I can't talk today, that having a congenital disorder comes with. And y'all tell me if y'all like this ring light or not. I don't know about it. We shall see. Okay, so that was the Help Copays Act. And the other one that we discussed was the Newborn Screening Saves Lives Reauthorization Act. And what this is basically having diagnosis through newborn screenings. So it would basically allow doctors, medical professionals, families know about disorders or diagnoses when they are newborn. And with this, in 2008, they actually passed the original Newborn Screening Saves Lives Act. and it established the National Newborn Screening Guidelines and helped facilitate comprehensive newborn screenings in every state. And it was reauthorized in 2014. But right now, well, prior to that, the number of disorders and conditions that were tested, it varied by each state and each level of severity. Like if a family knew that they would have A, B, and C, it just depended on each individual thing and the state's guidelines. In 2007, there were only 10 states and the District of Columbia that required all infants to be screened for recommended disorders. As of today, all 50 states and the District of Columbia require testing for at least 31 treatable conditions. As of right now, the bill, the Newborn Screening Saves Lives, it expired on September 30th, 2019. So what we were advocating was that this be re-signed and enhanced to get more testing and more screening done. And just like facts, what this would basically help is that there are about 4 million babies born in the U.S. each year, and 1 in 300 are found to potentially have a devastating condition. And this would be able to be identified through newborn screenings. Like XLH, it is a genetic disorder, but there are some cases, like for instance, it's kind of said that my dad may have been a spontaneous case with XLH. So this would help identify it in infancy as a newborn. So that's what we were advocating to have reinstated, was that the Newborn Act would have testing available to families and be able to get diagnosis earlier, access to medications, and treatment primarily earlier with this newborn screening. So that was what we were talking about. And those were the three that I advocated mostly. And when I did speak, I guess talking on a personal note, I shared my story with the representative aides. I didn't actually speak with any representatives personally. I spoke with their aides. And yes, I know that this thing is kind of shaking a lot. I apologize. But I told my story personally, and those of you that have watched my videos or know me, you pretty much know my story more or less. There are similarities with everyone that has XLH, and there's also many differences. So with my story, I was able to shine a light of what I went through, and I'm sure many others went through as well. And I could tell that the representative aides that I spoke with were actually very affected by the story that I told and what XLHers go through on a daily basis. So my hope is that the ones that I spoke with, and I did actually hear back from one of the representative aides saying thank you for sharing your story. She actually did speak with the representative that she works for, and she was very moved. I'm like paraphrasing her quote, that it made an impact on her, so she's pretty sure that it would make an impact on this representative. I don't want to say the names just because everybody has their opinions. I'm not a very political person. I am an advocate. I will stand up for anything and everyone that I believe in, but I don't want to be harassed and make it about the political aspects of things. So that's why I'm not naming the representatives that I spoke with. I'm from Texas, so you can kind of figure out who it was that I spoke with. And that's neither here nor there. It was more about making a difference regardless of who I spoke to. And so hopefully, like I said, I will be able to keep you posted about what happens with these things. If I find out any more information about any of these acts or any other ones, I will definitely try to keep you posted. Like I said, I'm going to try to be more vigilant about my videos. But that is what this video is about. And for those of you asking, yes, I will be in Nashville, so you will be able to meet me. I am super excited, super nervous. I am excited to see what happens, but I'm actually going to be posting 1 or 2 other videos just to try to catch up. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.